From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Monday morning. Hope you had an awesome weekend out there, folks. We have many alert days ahead of us because of the heat, because of the smoke, and also because we could see more fires starting or spreading quickly a little bit later this week. This morning, air quality not looking too bad for lower elevations, but it is looking a little bit shabby for portions of Umatilla County, and then even worse than that in Union and Wallowa counties. But most of that is out of our viewing area. Thankfully, we're going to get a lift from the winds today. They're not going to be that big of a factor, but they're coming back with vengeance later in the week. Current temperature is not feeling too bad. 62 for the Tri-City, 65 for Yakima, 57 in Ellensburg. It's going to be hot out there for today, or very warm at the very least, but not nearly as hot as what we'll see for Tuesday through Thursday. So it's pretty rare that I'll tell you enjoy low to mid 90s, but yeah, enjoy this because we're going to step up our game with the heat, the fire concerns coming back, and the smoke. We'll talk about all that and update you on all the fires coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
And right now, wildfires burning across the Pacific Northwest are forcing evacuations, where crews are now making progress. Plus, Yakima police are searching for a gunman after a Friday morning shooting that sends one man to the hospital, what investigators are asking the public to do. Then as Boardman grows, so does the strain on its police department, why an official believes a new facility may be the answer.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good Monday morning. Thank you for joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Zoe Salas. Getting into our fire watch today, we're going to take it back on over to Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth with the latest on the fires that we saw spark up in late of last week. Josh, what can you tell us?
Yeah, a lot of fires happening right now in Umatilla County, and we'll update you those in Franklin County, Whitman County as well. Just a quick summation of the Horse Ridge and the Paradise Fire. Not seeing any evacuations with these. Just wanted to tell you that both of these around 400 acres, 10% containment on the Horse Ridge, which is to the south of Duncan. No containment on this one, which is right on the border of 4 different counties in 2 different states. But let's take a closer look at the Hagen Fire, which is burning to the east of Gibbon. We'll round up, we'll say it's 1,200 acres. No word on containment with this one. Active hotspots all over the map. So this one is really cooking. And we do have evacuations in place with this one. Level 3 go now evacuations to the south of Bingham Springs, to the east of Gibbon. See the level 2 be set evacuations, more so for Bingham Springs, a little bit closer to Gibbon, and then those level 1 be ready evacuations outside of that. Umatilla County uses the zones system for evacuation, so these are the level 3 zones. These are the level 2 zones, and then here are the level 1 zones. If that went by a little bit too quick, you can find all these zones posted online at applevalleynewsnow.com. And none of that means anything if you don't know your zone. So in Umatilla County, to know your zone, go to protect.genesis.com/search. Okay, let's take you up to Whitman County, kind of bouncing around all over the place. This was the fire, the Lyons Ferry fire, that exploded in growth on Friday morning. It's now 35,000 acres, but look at containment all the way up to 28%. That is a significant number in the best way. We don't have nearly the active hotspots that we've seen over the last couple days, and we don't have any more level 3 go now evacuations in place, but still the level 2 be set evacuations from Gordon all the way down to Petaha, and then there are level 1 be ready evacuations to the east of there. Here's the official text on that. Level 2 be set in place for Hooper to Fleming Road, and then the level 1 be ready precautionary from Highway 27 to Central Ferry, including the area of Dusty. Finally, wanted to catch you up to speed on some of these fires burning in Franklin County along the Snake River. Wallace Walker, Neff Jones, Devil's Canyon. No evacuations with any of these. Containment at 90%, 90%, 88%. We're probably not going to have much more to say about these, but I'll tell you who does have a lot more to say about all these fires. That would be Zoe back at the desk.
All right, thank you, Josh. Picking up where you just left off on, the Hagen Fire in Umatilla County is being fueled by dense vegetation in an area about 4 miles east of Gibbon. The fire ignited around 4:20 on the evening of July 16th last Thursday, where aerial support and ground crews are working in the remote area. But officials say warning residents to monitor nearby fire activity as it can change rapidly and without notice. Officials add that there could be communication delays because of the remote nature of area, and if anyone feels unsafe, to act and not wait for an official evacuation. The public is asked to avoid the area if possible. There is still a fire impacting Columbia, Walla Walla, and Umatilla counties. The Paradise Fire broke out just after 12:30 p.m. on Thursday as well. Officials say there were 2 to 6 feet flames due to ground fuels. There is aerial support, which officials add has been vital due to the lack of access to the roads. It is burning through grass and timber amid a steep terrain in a remote area, similar to the Horse Ridge Fire that's burning southeast. Officials say that Horse Ridge Fire has a crew of 100 firefighters, and it is located 5 miles northeast of Meacham, Oregon. Now to the Lyons Ferry Fire, which spread through parts of Adams, Whitman, and Franklin counties, and some saw evacuation levels lowered as of Sunday. The fire broke out last Thursday, and since then, officials report 2 people were treated and released due to burn injuries. With the weekend bringing gusty winds, the blaze spread toward Highway 26 by Saturday afternoon. Crews continued working this weekend establishing containment lines, and so far there are no reports of structures lost. In Franklin County, the Devil's Canyon and Wallace Walker fires saw significant containment progress over the weekend. The fires ignited just before 2 p.m. on Thursday, and they are in close proximity of each other. They're in an area south of Clotis. The Devil's Canyon fire is over 5 times the size of the Wallace Walker blaze, but the cause as of right now is still not known. Staying over in Franklin County, where the Neff Jones fire is seeing progress in containment efforts as well. This one broke out Thursday morning near Neff Jones Road, north of Snake River Road. With Saturday evening bringing cooler temperatures, crews established fire perimeters. Officials say overnight operations provided the visual benefit of being able to locate hotspots and fuels much better. Dozers, multiple aircraft, and strike teams have been aiding in containment. Into your crime alert this morning. After a suspicious brush fire, Grandview police were able to identify and arrest a man suspected of arson. This is thanks to help from community members who reported the incident. Just after 8 p.m. on Thursday, officers and firefighters were dispatched to West 2nd Street. While firefighters worked to put out the flames, Grandview police say a man had been seen leaving the scene. And as the fire started, they say their investigation turned up video footage of the man, which helped them identify the suspect. Then on Friday morning, an officer spotted the suspect walking around, where he was identified as a 46-year-old Grandview resident and was arrested. Yakima police are investigating a shooting at North 4th and East D Street in Yakima. This happened around 11 a.m. on Friday morning. Police say one man was shot and taken to the hospital. His conditions right now are unknown. We're told no one else was hurt, but officers are still looking for the suspect or suspects and are asking anyone for surveillance video. Into Oregon here, a new police department could soon be coming to the city of Boardman as the city continues to grow. Police say their current facility was built more than 20 years ago when the city's population was only about 3,500 people. Today, that number has now nearly doubled, and officials say the department has outgrown the building. City officials say after looking at the cost of expanding the existing facility, building a new police department could be more practical. The city already purchased property behind the current police department. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, more American troops killed over the weekend as Iran targets a plant that supplies most of Kuwait's drinking water. What President Trump is saying about the timeline of the war. And your time right now is 6:08. We're taking a live look out into Kennewick. If you can tell, the air quality still isn't too good outdoors. We have alert days coming up this week. Lots of fire concerns that you should look out for. So when we come back with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth, stay with us and find out more on that.
Protect your dreams under our roof.
How about the name Indigo?
I like Sapphire.
Sapphire.
And based on how you drive, you could get a rate as personal
What about Big Blue?
as the car you love. Get a quote at amfam.com.
Now, what are we gonna name the baby?
Resilience. At Shriners Children's, we're leaders in pediatric sports medicine. With expertise in sprains, tears, fractures, and other sports-related injuries. We're here to deliver the best care in the business and never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. Because every great comeback starts with a game plan for empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Here in Central Washington, we believe leaders should stand by their principles. But too often, Republicans campaign as conservatives only to lose their way once they're elected. I'm Jared Sessler, and I've been consistent from the start, which is why you gave me a decisive victory in the last primary. Public service isn't a career ladder. I'm here to serve you. President Trump has worked hard for the American people, but he needs strong allies in Congress. So vote for the conservative we deserve. I'm Jared Sessler. I approve this message, and I'll protect your wallet.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is bringing new ways to win with the $170,000 Summer of Fun and Games. June kicks off with Plinko Party and over $16,000 in cash and prizes every weekend. 3 grand prize winners will play for a chance to win $10,000 cash on June 27th. The fun continues all summer. Step right up to Play Lucky Pick 3 in July and Cash Cube in August. More fun, more ways to win at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Protect your dreams under our roof.
How about the name Indigo?
I like Sapphire.
Sapphire.
And based on how you drive, you could get a rate as personal
What about Big Blue?
as the car you love. Get a quote at amfam.com.
Now, what are we gonna name the baby?
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have alert days in place over the next 7 days for heat, for smoke, for fires. For now, we're going to focus in on the heat, especially for Tuesday through Thursday. Now, for today, this is going to be the coolest day of the work week, mid-80s by lunchtime in the Yakima Valley, and then low 90s for the warmest part of the day. So in general, lower elevations looking at upper 80s to mid 90s, 93 for the Tri-Cities, 91 in Yakima. Near triple digits, if not surpassing that in the Yakima Valley from Tuesday through Thursday. The hottest day going to be Wednesday. So a closer look at Wednesday. 103 for the Tri-Cities and Hermiston, 102 for Yakima, 100 degrees for Ellensburg. Here's how to prep for extreme heat. Plan cooling options, check cooling systems, stock hydration supplies, no heat risk. And we'll talk about the difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion a little bit later this week. But you can find this list posted online at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Again, we're dealing with air quality concerns. We're dealing with more dangerous fire weather a little bit later in the week. So we'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
The American death toll is growing from the war in Iran as 3 service members are dead and 1 still missing. Overnight, Iran striking back after the U.S. attacked for 9 straight nights. ABC's Karen Waugh is in Washington, D.C. with the details.
Good morning. Initially, President Trump said the war would last 4 to 5 weeks. The U.S. is now 5 months into this conflict. When pressed about the timeline, Trump said it was a, quote, far bigger job than he anticipated. This morning, the U.S. military carrying out more airstrikes against Iran. As many as 3 more American troops were killed over the weekend after Iran targeted a U.S. base in Jordan. 1 soldier is also still missing. The most recent death in northern Iraq. 18 Americans have now died from the Iran war. There are roughly 50,000 troops stationed in the region.
We feel very badly, but you know, those great people, those great patriots were out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
President Trump, speaking after attending the World Cup finals, says the U.S. will continue its attacks to honor the fallen soldiers. Overnight, the U.S. hit a series of targets to weaken Iran's ability to control the Strait of Hormuz. Iran has retaliated each time, sending missiles to U.S. allies, targeting a desalination plant in Kuwait that supplies about 90% of the country's drinking water, and setting off air raid sirens in Jordan.
Are the Iranians getting information, targeting information, intelligence from another country? If they are, that would explain how they're getting very accurate in their ability to reach out and strike not only our base in Jordan, but say the desalination plant, power plant in Kuwait.
A U.S. official says more American warplanes are being sent to the Middle East, including American fighter jets stationed in the U.K. and in Germany. All right, when we return here on Good Morning Northwest, switching gears, when we come back, we are looking at some very warm temperatures this week. It's looking like summer is really here, but we're also looking at some high fire dangers. We have alert days a lot this week, so stay with us. Everything you need to know as you prepare for this new week when we come back.
Amanda McKinney is the conservative fighter Central Washington needs. She led the fight to protect Central Washington's water supply, standing up to the bureaucrats threatening farmers and businesses. And when it comes to protecting taxpayers, Amanda McKinney is as tough as they come. She uncovered millions in government fraud, and in Congress, she'll do the same. August 4th, vote Trump-endorsed Amanda McKinney. American Mission is responsible for the content of this advertising.
We're Sell My House Fast, and we've been buying unwanted houses for cash, fast, for 25 years. We'll buy this house, and this one, even this one, not that one. If you're relocating, inheriting a home you don't want, if you're behind on taxes and want to avoid foreclosure, going through divorce, or if you just need cash to get out of debt, we will buy your house at a fair cash price. We've got hundreds of Google 5-star reviews because our offers are fair and the process transparent. Call now.
1-800-219-0560.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through July 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when paired with an eligible Daikin ductless system at Bruce Heating and Air.
Stacey Lee started her broadcast career in Tri-Cities Radio in 1995 and moved to television weather 6 years ago. She enjoys the outdoors and bringing accurate forecasts home to you. First Alert Weather with Stacey Lee. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now.
On your side. Warm months bring dangerous storms, many with lightning.
With advanced forecasting technology, trust the First Alert Weather team to keep you ahead of the storm and help keep your family safe.
First Alert Weather.
Only one station.
Apple Valley News Now. On your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. All right, we've already talked about the heat. Now let's talk about the smoke and the fires. We start off with the smoke air quality. You see, not too bad for lower elevations, but for Umatilla County and then for Union and Wallowa counties, that's where we're seeing the worst of the air quality. For now, we'll put this into motion with Futurecast surface smoke. And you can see on the periphery of our viewing area for today, that's where we'll see the smokiest conditions. I'm thinking for the most part for lower elevations, it should be at the very least hazy out there. But with the ridge of high pressure building in, you see the smoke is going to start to flow in here from the south as we head into the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. And then I'm thinking a lot smokier across the map for tomorrow. We'll see some reductions in air quality. And so we'll show you what to do if the air quality becomes reduced in your neck of the woods. Stay indoors, wear protective masks, use clean air, watch for symptoms, especially if you suffer from a pre-existing respiratory illness. You can find this list posted online at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. There's also the risk that we could see additional fires sparking up a little bit later in the week. It's an eerily similar setup to what we saw for last week. Extremely dry once again for lower elevations for the Cascades, critically dry for the Blues. And we'll see some more monsoonal moisture for Thursday and Thursday night. Lightning chances around that key threshold of 20% for the Blue Mountains, for the Blue Foothills, for the Kittitas Valley, the Upper Yakima Valley, and also the Cascades and the Upper Yakima Basin. And so we could see some holdover fires as we head into Friday. Adding insult to injury is the fact that Friday is going to be gusty across the map, just like we saw with that sequence last week. And it's going to be gusty once again as we head into Saturday. So if we get through this week without seeing a whole bunch of fires, that would be very shocking. So I'm hoping for the best, expecting the worst. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. A dog days of summer kind of week with heat, smoky skies, and dangerous fire weather. In Yakima, highs around triple digits Tuesday through Thursday. Then for Ellensburg, lightning chances and winds picking up fire concerns later in the week. For Hermiston, can't rule out a stray shower today, maybe another for Thursday. Otherwise, a hot and hazy to smoky week. Finally, for Walla Walla, a combination of heat, hazy and smoky skies, and dangerous fire weather this week.
And still ahead, the beloved animated series that's getting a new chapter. So stick with us when we return with your entertainment news.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through July 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when paired with an eligible Daikin ductless system at Bruce Heating and Air.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Where you been, hey?
Little field research. Show them what we got.
Check this out.
Looks like America is loving Ford quality.
And J.D. Power backs it up.
Ford is #1 in new vehicle quality, and F-Series are America's best-selling trucks.
Great deals, crazy good capability.
America, this is what summer's all about.
Now get 0% APR, $1,000 toward your down payment, a 2-year maintenance plan, and 0 payments for 90 days on select vehicles.
To all our viewers in the Pacific Northwest, this is your special invitation to watch Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now, KView, Channel 42, and CAP, Channel 35.
Welcome back for your entertainment news. This morning, Hank Hill and his family and friends are back for a 15th season of King of the Hill.
Rick Damigella reports.
Hank, we have plenty of time now that Bobby's out of the house.
Maybe I could do something with my hands.
King of the Hill returns to streaming for a 15th season.
Thanks for coming home with me this weekend.
Now that we're dating, it's important your parents know I'm a man.
The new episodes continue the aged-up storyline begun in the revival's previous season.
In this new iteration,
this, which I think is kind of revolutionary for animation, that you're aging the characters, you're letting them grow. They're in a completely new environment in the country, as everybody is, and you're seeing situations that you would never find on the classic shows.
I think it was a great choice. I think none of us felt uncomfortable or forced, or that we had to change our voices to a different octave, they're just the same people, a little bit older. And I think the audience believes it, and we believe it. I love it.
I don't want anyone to think that's my truck. It's electric.
People always kind of assumed the show was a political show. The show was never political. The show made cultural commentary and social commentary. And that was something that's a point of view and tone that I've always had in my own writing. So I was very excited to be able to bring that lens to the show.
What are you barking at?
Whoa! Oh, good God in heaven.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Now that I'm 26, maybe my parents will let me watch it.
Maybe they will. It releases today, so hey, there you go. All right, well, when we come back here with emergency calls rising across West Richland, we'll tell you about the internship program that could turn beginners into career firefighters. And a Pasco nonprofit that helps survivors of human trafficking is expanding how they're moving forward to help women get back on their feet.
This Nissan lineup goes where you take it. Trucks and SUVs built rough, tough, and ready. Nissan, Consumer Guide's most awarded brand 5 years in a row. Get up to $5,750 total savings on select Frontier trims.
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation. And right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today. 509-851-0669.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers, so switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. We've got coverage no matter where we're at.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. And right now, keep the phone you love, and we'll pay it off up to $800 when you switch.
Better service, better price, win-win.
Congratulations, Grace. You just won $1,000 for the Tri-Cities Industry Kiwanis Club as part of our Volunteers Count program. STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Get spooky with the Walla Walla Sweets. It's Halloween in July. Wear a costume to the game and trick or treat around the ballpark. Team partners will be handing out candy and more. Plus, you could win one of 5 family 4-packs. Enter now on our website. Join the Sweets for Halloween in July.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
We're Liz Buys Houses, and we've been buying unwanted houses for fast cash for over 25 years. We'll buy this house, and this one, even this one. Yeah, not that one. If you're relocating, inheriting a home you don't want, if you're behind on taxes, want to avoid foreclosure, going through a divorce, or if you just need cash to get out of debt, we'll buy your house at a fair cash price. We've got hundreds of Google 5-star reviews because our offers are fair and the process transparent.
1-800-281-6502.
Live is bringing you a Monday like only an Emmy-nominated show can.
You ready?
Let's do it. Next Live, Leslie Jones.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This Nissan lineup goes where you take it. Trucks and SUVs built rough, tough, and ready. Nissan, Consumer Guide's most awarded brand 5 years in a row. Get up to $5,750 total savings on select Frontier trims.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Monday morning. Thank you for being here with us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Zoe Solis. Hope you're having a good start to your morning so far. We're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth as we are looking at some high temperatures again this week, Josh. And as we were saying earlier, kind of like an alert week is ahead, right?
Pretty much, yeah, an alert week ahead of us because of heat and smoke and more fire concerns a little bit later in the week. Hey, speaking of air quality concerns, you see now the air quality has dropped in Walla Walla. It's now unhealthy for sensitive groups. So this is the first time I'm seeing this is updated within the last 2 to 3 minutes or so. So we'll keep a very close eye on that. Wind gusts not a factor for now. So kind of getting a bone thrown to us in that regard. But the winds will come back with vengeance a little bit later in the week. Temperatures right now, not feeling half bad. 62 for the Tri-Cities, 65 for Yakima, 57 in Ellensburg a little bit later today. Still going to be very warm to hot out there, low 90s in the Yakima Valley, but this is going to be one of the coolest days this work week as we're going to be into the triple digits for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So low to mid 90s today for lower elevations, and it will be a little bit hazy out there. Now let's talk about the fires that we have on the map. Very quickly, the Umatilla County fires that don't have evacuations, the Horse Ridge Fire, Paradise Fire. These are around 400 acres. We have 10% containment of the Horse Ridge Fire that's burning to the south of Duncan. This Paradise Fire is right on the border of Umatilla, Walla Walla County. No containment on this one. But the Hagen Fire just got a big acreage update on this one within the last 10 to 15 minutes or so. It's now almost 3,800 acres large. That makes sense just based on all the active hotspots we're seeing. And by the way, this is the one that's burning to the east of Gibbon. And we do have several evacuations in place. Level 3 go now evacuations in place to the south of Bingham Springs, to the east of Gibbon. But we have kind of like concentric areas here. Level 2 be set evacuations, then level 1 precautionary be ready evacuations. Remember that Umatilla County uses the zone system. So these are the zones in the level 3. These are the zones in the level 2, and then here are the zones for the level 1. That probably went by a little bit too fast, so you can find all the zones posted online at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Remember, none of that means anything if you don't know your zone in Umatilla County. So to know your zone, go to protect.genesis.com/search. Okay, then we have the fire that exploded in growth on Friday morning in Whitman County, the Lions Ferry fire. This one is just shy of 35,000 acres at this point, but containment jumped way up over the weekend. It's now almost 30% contained, not seeing nearly the amount of active hotspots we were seeing. So that's good news. No more level 3 go now evacuations in place, just the level 2 be set evacuations from Gordon down to Pataha. Still got to be packed ready to leave at a moment's notice. To the east of there, just precautionary level 1 be ready evacuations going all the way out to Dusty. So the official text on that would be for the level 2, that would be from Hooper to Fleming Road. Again, got to be packed, got to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Then level 1 precautionary be ready evacuations for Highway 127 and Central Ferry, including the area of Dusty, which is what we were just talking about. Finally, wanted to talk about these fires burning in east central Franklin County along the Snake River. No evacuations with any of these, and with all of these, these are all well in hand as containment at 90% for the Wallace Walker fire, 88% for the Neff Jones fire, and 90% for the Devil's Canyon fire. And with more information on these fires, we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show.
All right, thank you, Josh. Now, if you or a loved one, anyone you know, have ever talked about becoming a firefighter, Benton County Fire District 4 says now is a chance to do so. They are giving an experience out to those who don't even need any experience prior. This is a 2-year internship that allows participants to work alongside career firefighters on the same 48 hours on, 96 hours off schedule. Interns help with station operations, train on emergency response, and gain exposure to specialized skills and swift water rescue and technical rescue as well.
This gives people a chance without any experience. That are just kind of testing the waters, a chance to see if it's something they're going to like to do or not.
Fire officials say applicants only need a high school diploma, a good driving record, and a desire to serve their community. Getting into Pasco here, a local nonprofit is moving into a new building as it expands its mission of helping women survivors. Grace Collective in Pasco provides job training, case management, and other support services for women who have experienced human trafficking and exploitation. Now they're moving into a second building in downtown Pasco. Leaders say the new space will house its outreach and production operations, creating more job opportunities for women in its program, and also a dedicated space for counseling. Its current building will become a cafe and the region's first ethical marketplace. Grace Collective hopes to be operating out of the new building within the next 3 to 4 weeks as volunteers continue renovating the space. And in Kennewick, if you plan to watch the Tri-City Waterfallies from the shoreline this year, plan on leaving that tarp at home. The Tri-City Waterfallies and the City of Kennewick are teaming up to address an unofficial race day tradition. The two organizations say unattended chairs, tents, and tarps left in Columbia Park before race weekend begins will be removed and stored. The policy is not new, but this year both groups say they will be enforcing it more consistently to be able to give every family an equal shot at a shoreline view, and gates open this Friday morning at 8 a.m. And still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, athletes of all abilities and heart conditions are coming together in Ellensburg. The event combining hoops and heart. And your time right now is 6:35. Taking a live look out into Pasco. You can tell we're still looking at some hazy skies out there due to the bad air quality from all the fires we've been seeing throughout the region. We have more alert days coming ahead and fire danger, so more on that when we return after this.
Maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
You've seen him on America's Got Talent in Deal or No Deal.
My wife said, you gotta go to your optometrist. I go, why? She goes, you can't see the signs.
Now see him live.
I said, I can see the signs. I can't see the words.
Howie Mandel, Saturday, October 10th at Legends Casino Hotel.
I'm legally blind. Do you know why that's funny? I have been judging a talent show for the last 9 years.
Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Howie Mandel.
Don't be worried or overwhelmed with moving into a retirement home. Piper Barton is your turnkey resource for premier 55-plus communities. From repairs and packing to prepping, listing, and selling your current home, all managed with white glove care. Piper Barton delivers quality resources and smooth timelines. You can expect discretion, clarity, and results from start to sold. Sit down and have a simple conversation with Piper Barton about next steps today.
Struggling with heartburn or reflux? At Prosser Digestive Health Motility Center, Dr. Amber Sharon and our experienced team offer Bravo pH testing to help get real answers. This minimally invasive test measures acidity levels in your esophagus using a small wireless capsule. Bravo pH testing can help your provider better understand your symptoms and create a treatment plan tailored to your needs. Ask your provider for a referral to Prosser Digestive Health Motility Center. Call 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we know your home is where memories are made, moment by moment. And we're here to protect your legacy with coverage as personal as your dreams. Bundle life and save up to 43% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Austin Reed is a television news leader with a passion for unique stories that have affected positive change for more than 20 years.
Get the best local news coverage every day, right here.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacey Lee, Apple Valley News Now, on your side. It's time to lose your generic weather app. Scan this QR code to download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, the app you need from the team you trust.
The Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. Only one station is on your side. Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. All right, it's going to be hot, triple-digit heat over the next few days. We'll talk about that in just a second. But first, for this Monday for the Tri-Cities, going to be in the mid-80s by lunchtime, low 90s for the warmest part of the day. It's going to be mostly cloudy to overcast day, but we'll have some haze intertwined within there. So for today, this is going to be the coolest day of the work week. 93 for the Tri-Cities, 91 for Walla Walla, 90 degrees in Ellensburg. But again, triple-digit heat from Tuesday through Thursday, with the hottest day being Wednesday. We'll be at 103 in the Tri-Cities. We have 102 for Yakima, 100 degrees in Ellensburg, 100 in Pendleton. Look, I know we've had hotter weather around these parts before, but this heat's nothing to scoff at, as in the U.S., the most deadly weather phenomenon is easily heat, outnumbering number 2 flooding by a 2-to-1 margin. So definitely got to stay safe out there. We'll have a lot of heat safety tips for you all throughout this week. And smoke safety tips and fire weather concerns, all that is ahead of us. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
2 Ellensburg children born with heart defects aren't just the inspiration behind a local basketball tournament, they are playing in it. The second annual Hoops for Hearts 3-on-3 tournament tips off August 8th and 9th at the Iron Horse Brewery in Ellensburg. After raising over $6,000 last year for the Seattle's Children's Hospital's cardiology department, they are raising their fundraising goal this year to $10,000. Registration for the tournament is open now until July 30th. And your time right now is 6:40. When we return here on Good Morning Northwest, it is time for your morning sprint, as well as your full alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. When we return, everything you need to know, getting ready for this week when we come back.
Ready, set, summer with the Honda Summer Event. With impressive fuel efficiency, sleek exterior styling, and sport-tuned suspension, Honda has all you need to get summer ready as the most fuel-efficient full-line automaker in America. Right now, you can get a 3.99% APR on a 2027 HR-V.
Denver Mattress has been crafting factory direct mattresses with innovative design and unrivaled quality, improving the sleeping lives of millions of people one night at a time. And during the extended anniversary sale, save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice collection, or get a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic. For a better tomorrow, tonight, check out the Colorado Queen, now only $249.99. Plus, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Struggling with digestive issues? At Prosser Digestive Health Motility Center, board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon helps uncover real answers close to home. Advanced testing services include anorectal manometry and drug-free biofeedback for chronic constipation and bloating, Bravo pH testing for heartburn, and esophageal manometry to diagnose swallowing problems. Restore your quality of life. Talk to your primary care provider or gastroenterologist about a referral, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Slow down, look around, feel at home. Kittitas County invites you to experience the heart of small-town life. From sunrise coffee stops and welcoming Main Street stays to scenic trails, family-owned restaurants, local wineries, hometown breweries, handcrafted shops, and more. Plan your small-town getaway with the Love Local Passport, a curated guide to the best of Kittitas County. Download the Passport, plan your stay for a true small-town escape at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com.
Hi, I'm Jane Seymour, and I spent years on TV playing a doctor. But I learned about the heartbreaking reality of heart disease and stroke when they touched my own life. My father was a surgeon, and it was a huge shock to us when he had heart disease. And my mom, who was my inspiration, suffered a stroke that took away her speech, her ability to move, and ultimately her life. It was devastating, and also a wake-up call. Heart disease is America's #1 killer and the #1 killer of women. And the American Heart Association is doing everything it can to change that. With the medical community, with research, with education, and with treatments in hospitals. That's why I'm so passionate about working with the American Heart Association. Learn more about the American Heart Association's life-saving work at helpheart.org. Thank you.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Right, we talked about the heat just a few minutes back. Now let's talk about the smoke, and then we will talk about the fire concerns as well. Air quality has improved temporarily in Walla Walla. It's gone back down to just moderate reductions in air quality, but it was unhealthy for sensitive groups just a couple minutes back. So we'll continue to keep very close tabs on that. It's probably smoke from the Paradise Fire, but putting this into motion with Futurecast all throughout the day, you see for the most part for lower elevations should have just hazy skies, not straight up smoky skies, but into tomorrow with that upper level pattern shifting out of the south with the high pressure building in. We're going to start to see some more smoke filling in the gaps for lower elevations. So we are expecting some reductions to air quality, and it's just going to be noticeably more hazy and smoky out there. So here's what to do during poor air quality. It's going to pop up in a second. Stay indoors, wear protective masks, use clean air, watch for symptoms, especially if you suffer from a pre-existing respiratory illness. This list posted online along with the full forecast at applevalleynewsnow.com. Okay, then we have the concern for more fires to pop up a little bit later in the week from Thursday through Saturday. So the vegetation dryness for Thursday through Saturday, extremely dry, peak fire season values for lower elevations and for the Cascades, critically dry for the Blues. More monsoonal moisture going to sneak in here by Thursday. This is an eerily similar setup to last week. So lightning chances around that key threshold of about 20% for the Blue Foothills, for the Blue Mountains, for the valleys, also for the Cascades and the upper Yakima Basin. As we head into Friday, that's when we could see holdover fires starting to pop up, especially with the gust in the forecast for Friday. So any holdover fires that do pop up would have the tendency to spread rather quickly. We'll see more of the same as we head into Saturday. So again, fires could start or spread quickly in this environment. I'm expecting kind of what we saw last week. Now, hopefully we can avoid that, but we'll see what happens. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. A dog days summer kind of week with heat, smoky skies, and dangerous fire weather. In Yakima, highs around triple digits Tuesday through Thursday. Then for Ellensburg, lightning chances and winds picking up fire concerns later in the week. For Hermiston, can't rule out a stray shower today, maybe another for Thursday. Otherwise, a hot and hazy to smoky week ahead. Finally, for Walla Walla, a combination of heat, hazy and smoky skies, and dangerous fire weather this week. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look.
It's going to be like that. You want to go?
I'm one-on-one with Spider-Man, Tom Holland.
A few years ago, you said if you were still doing Spider-Man at the age of 30, you were doing something wrong. I'm sure you've gotten a lot of heat for that, but I think you beat it. You filmed it before you were 30.
That's very true. Do you know what? I think that's probably a statement of a naive young kid who, at the time, the idea of turning 30 felt like a lifetime away. And, I've never taken this character for granted, and I think there's a large part of that statement that was, I have this real hunger and desire to kind of shepherd whoever is lucky enough to play this character next through that process. Downey did that for me, on set and off set, and I don't want to overstay my welcome.
And coming up at 7, we'll have more of my interview with Tom Holland. With your GMA First Look, I'm George Stephanopoulos.
Even if your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can feel the flow, feel the breeze. And Dupixent helps them feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Dupixent is the only biologic therapy approved to treat kids as young as 6 months for noticeably clearer skin and less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent. Help heal their skin from within so they can stay ahead of eczema. Find an eczema specialist and ask about Dupixent today.
Now, the morning sprint.
Welcome back. Making international news, Keir Starmer is no longer Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Buckingham Palace says King Charles III accepted his resignation on Monday. That's after this speech, Starmer's final address in the role today. He argues his roughly 2 years in office have been a success despite dismal approval ratings. New Prime Minister Andy Burnham's term has begun with his own visit to the King for an official invitation to form a government. As summer temperatures heat up, the price of ice cream is cooling down. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that the average price of a half gallon fell below $6 last month. It's driven by a dip in the wholesale prices of butterfat, found in ice cream's most expensive ingredient, fresh cream. Dairy farmers have been using advanced tech and selective breeding to increase the supply of butterfat in cow milk. That helps ice cream makers a lot since ice cream legally has to contain 10% butterfat. Taylor Fresh Foods says it is recalling all of its iceberg lettuce sourced from central Mexico from the U.S. amid an outbreak of Cyclospora. Taylor Fresh Foods says the lettuce was distributed June 29th through July 16th in 27 states. In a statement, Taylor Fresh Foods says no other products across the country are impacted and no Taylor Farms branded salad kits contain iceberg lettuce. And Spain has done it as the team knocked off defending champion Argentina and its star player Lionel Messi to win the World Cup. The game took place at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey on Sunday. It was a scoreless match at the end of regulation, but during the second half of extra time, fans in Madrid went wild after Ferran Torres scored. Spain went on to win the match 1-0, and this is Spain's second World Cup title.
All right, in your fire watch for this morning, we start off in Umatilla County. First, wanted to talk about some fires that don't have evacuations. The Horse Ridge Fire burning to the south of Duncan, the Paradise Fire that's right on the border of Walla Walla and Umatilla County, a couple other counties there as well. But both of these fires will round up, we'll say around 400 acres, 0% containment on the Paradise Fire, 10% containment on the Horse Ridge Fire. But this Hagen Fire burning to the east of Gibbon, this one does have some evacuations for it, and this one we just got a big acreage update on it. It's now pretty much 3,800 acres. You see active hotspots all over the map on this one, and there are some pretty extensive evacuations in place. The level 3 go now evacuations in place to the east of Gibbon, to the south of Bingham Springs. Outside of that, level 2B set evacuations. That's where you have to be packed, ready to leave at a moment's notice. And then outside of that, just more so precautionary level 1 be ready evacuations. So the level 3 go now evacuations in place for these zones. Remember, Umatilla County uses the zone system, so these are the level 3s, these are the level 2s, these are the level 1s. You can find all those zones posted online at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. It doesn't mean anything if you don't know your zone. So in Umatilla County, to know your zone, go to protect.genesis.com/search. Okay, bounce it all around the map here. We're going up to Whitman County now. This is the Lyons Ferry Fire that exploded in growth on Friday morning. It's now 35,000 acres, almost 35,000 acres, and the containment, almost 30% containment. So that is a big deal right there in a very good way. There are still evacuations in place with this fire, but no longer any level 3 go now evacuations, just the level 2 be set from Gordon down to Pataha, and then to the east of there, just some precautionary level 1 be ready evacuations. The official text on those evacuations for the level 2s will be from Hooper to Fleming Road. For the level 1s, that would be from Highway 127 to Central Ferry, including the area of Dusty off of Washington 26. Okay, finally, the Franklin County fires burning in east central Franklin County along the Snake River. All of these, well, none of them have any evacuations, and all of them are pretty well in hand. As you see, the containment for all of them bouncing between 85% to 90%. For more information on these fires, let's send it back to Zoe.
All right, thank you, Josh. Getting into top 5 locals, starting with, as he said, the fires that we've been seeing. The Lyons Ferry fire, which spread through parts of Adams, Whitman, and Franklin counties, saw some evacuation levels lowered as of Sunday. This fire broke out last Thursday, and since then, officials report 2 people were treated and released due to burn injuries. With the weekend bringing gusty winds, the blaze did spread towards Highway 26 by Saturday afternoon. Crews continued working this weekend, establishing the containment lines. And the Paradise Fire broke out just after 12:30 p.m. on last Thursday as well, and is impacting Columbia, Walla Walla, and Umatilla counties. There is aerial support, which officials add has been vital due to the lack of access from the roads. It is burning through grass and timber amid a steep terrain in a remote area, similar to the Horse Ridge Fire that's burning southeast. Officials say that the Horse Ridge Fire has a crew of 100 firefighters, and it's located 5 miles northeast of Meacham, Oregon. Yakima police are investigating a shooting at North 4th and East D Street in Yakima. This happened around 11 a.m. on Friday. Police say 1 man was shot and taken to the hospital. His condition right now is unknown. We're told no one else was hurt, but officials are still looking for the suspect or suspects and are asking anyone for surveillance video. A new police department could soon be coming to the city of Boardman. Police say their current facility was built more than 20 years ago when the city's population was about 3,500 people. Now today that number is nearly double, and officials say the department has outgrown the building. City officials say after looking at the cost of expanding the existing facility, building a brand new police department could be more practical. The city already purchased property behind the current police department. 2 Ellensburg children born with heart defects aren't just the inspiration behind a local basketball tournament, they are actually playing in it. The second annual Hoops for Hearts 3-on-3 tournament tips off August 8th and 9th at the Iron Horse Brewery in Ellensburg. This year they are raising their fundraising goal to $10,000. Registration for the tournament is open until July 30th. Age groups range from 3rd to 10th grade for boys and girls, as well as adult men's and co-ed teams. And into what's trending this morning, the Television Academy is revamping the Emmys by presenting fewer trophies during the live telecast.
Yeah, only 19 awards will be handed out during this year's broadcast.
And the affected categories include honors for supporting acting, writing and directing in a limited series or movie. The Academy's chair says the goal is a more creative and engaging television show.
However, some labor unions, including SAG-AFTRA, are pushing back on the change, saying it devalues the contributions of talented employees.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when I watch, I almost think they could add more televised announcements. How about you? What do you think about that?
I don't really watch the award shows.
Okay.
I'm more of like, this could have been an email kind of thing.
Okay, so you're kind of like, yeah, they can probably take a few off.
Yeah, play them all off the stage.
All right.
No, but we want to see everyone get their due credit.
Right, all right.
Okay, let's go ahead and show you what you could experience as you headed out the front door this morning. Air quality kind of ebbed and flowed all throughout this morning. Earlier this morning was unhealthy for sensitive groups in Walla Walla. Now looks pretty good. We'll see what ends up happening later in the day, but the smoke definitely going to pick up as we head into tomorrow. Look, finally a day where it's not going to be gusty, but the winds will come back with vengeance a little bit later in the week. Temperatures out there feeling pretty comfortable. 63 for the Tri-Cities, already 69 in Walla Walla. So for today, this is going to be the coolest day in this work week, and we're still going to be in the low to mid 90s, and we'll see mostly cloudy to overcast skies. You see the sunshine there because I just wanted to indicate that there will be some haze mixed in as well. So the big weather stories this week, we got the heat, triple-digit heat Tuesday through Thursday. We have the smoke, especially bad air quality immediately downwind of those fires, especially the fires in Umatilla County. And then dangerous fire weather coming back Thursday through Saturday. We got more lightning in the forecast for Thursday. You could see more holdover fires popping up Friday and then into Saturday. Big week of weather ahead of us.
Well, 90 degrees today, and that's the coolest day we're going to see. Yeah. My goodness. All right, well, thank you so much for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always catch the latest on everything on AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Yeah, Good Morning America is up next, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day.